Welcome to this week's episode of the Spartan News. I'm your host, Jeff.
And I'm Christy. In this week's episode, we'll be covering last week's art show, sports, Veterans Day, White Cane Awareness, phone games, and much more. Congratulations to the varsity football team who defeated Montini over the weekend. They are set to square off at Boyland this Saturday. Tickets are $7 and can be purchased in the athletic office from 4 to 7:30. More to come later in sports. Just a reminder, parent-teacher conferences are set for Monday, November 25th and Tuesday, the 26th. Even if your parents are not scheduled for a visit, this is a good opportunity to reflect on your academic progress and set a study course for finals.
Now is a great time to purchase yearbooks for the 2019-2020 school year. If you have any questions, please contact Mrs. Bierman in the athletic office. Okay, class of 2023, your class fundraiser order forms are due today. Turn in all forms to either Mr. Anderson or Mrs. Robles, or you may turn them in online.
As you know, Monday marked Veterans Day. Although inclement weather moved the ceremony indoors, many came to pay their respects to those who served, both past and present. Our very own Garrett Harms had the chance to talk with some veterans about what the day means to them.
Where did you serve and what was your rank?
I served in the U.S. Army from 1987 to 2015, and my rank was Lieutenant Colonel.
What are some of the ways that you celebrate and honor Veterans Day?
Typically, I look for a local event, something like this at Sycamore High School, but there are plenty around. There will be one later today at Northern Illinois University, so I typically try to go find an event and attend.
What does Veterans Day mean to you?
I think it really means two things to me. Number one, it means a time to say thanks to veterans, but then also it's a time to kind of reconnect the public with the military and give both those groups a chance to kind of come together and reflect upon the contributions of veterans and kind of just renew that connection.
Where did you serve and what was your rank?
So I'm currently a U.S. Army recruiter at the DeKalb Recruiting Station. My name's Staff Sergeant Sapinski. Served in Afghanistan, Germany, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Fort Knox, Kentucky.
What are some ways that you celebrate and honor Veterans Day?
I go out with family. I have a lot of members in my family that are in the military or were in the military. So we go out, celebrate, past and present.
Where did you serve and what was your rank?
I was served in Fort Riley, Kansas from 1965 to 1967. I came out, went in as a private, of course, and went in as nothing and came out as a Specialist 5, they called it. A specialist in medical corps. I was in the eye clinic at Fort Riley, Kansas.
Thanks, Garrett. We hope all the veterans enjoyed the day and we thank them for their service to our country.
This week, we took a look at the European-inspired art show put on by our visual arts students here at SHS. We go to Lily Doyle for more.
Last Thursday, the SHS Visual Cultures class hosted their first art show of the school year in the SHS Art Gallery. Countless students created pieces inspired by styles like Picasso, Renaissance, and more. Many see this as your typical art show, but there is one difference. There were audio files attached to each piece of art. We had the chance to talk with Mr. McCormick, the visual arts teacher who set up the event.
Hello, my name is Mr. McCormick, and I am the visual cultures teacher. So this is our first of 3 shows. We'll have another one in the winter and at the end of the school year in the spring. We did 3 pieces inspired by George Seurat, Pablo Picasso, and Renaissance art of Michelangelo and Da Vinci.
All of the art pieces in the show contain a QR code where any phone user could scan the code and be brought to an audio clip where the artist told others about their work.
I am Jenna Byer, a freshman at Sycamore High School. In my visual cultures class, we made a secco fresco painting.
Many students and families attended the event, and a few were even open to telling us about their art pieces.
Hi, my name is Genesee Elliott, and I'm a freshman taking visual cultures. My art piece is a secco fresco with a strawberry painted on it.
Hi, my name is Will Donho, and I'm in the visual cultures class. In this piece, we did a Picasso-inspired painting inspired for Pumpkin Fest.
Be sure to be on the lookout for the next art show at SHS. For Spartan News, I'm Lily Doyle. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Lily. What a wonderful collection of art. Be sure to check out the next art show, which will feature art from the entire district. That show begins this Wednesday and takes place in Gallery 427.
As we all know, the hallways can be hectic during passing periods. Getting from place to place in 5 minutes can lead to students not paying attention to their surroundings. Even though time doesn't seem to stop for us, it is important to remember to be aware of the people around us as we make their trek through the hallways, especially those who are visually impaired. This week we had the honor of talking with Abu El-Fakeh about her daily life as a visually impaired student here at SHS and how we can help her spread awareness.
Hi there, I'm Abu. I'm a sophomore, as most of you know that I'm blind. When I was 10, everything happened super fast. I was in the hospital. I could see everything, and then everything started decreasing, and I found myself like in darkness. I feel like there's a lot of positive things about blindness, where people always look at the negative side. I feel like that there's a purpose of me just going blind and educating more people. And if I didn't go blind, I don't think I would ever met the people I met now, or even met my best friend.
When she moved from Saudi Arabia, she knew very little English, and on top of that, she is visually impaired. So, and even with that, this young lady came into school with a big smile on her face and, willing to work as hard as she could to be, immerse herself into our culture.
One of the hard things is being in crowded places, and plus having people standing in the middle of the hallway talking or sitting by the walls, putting their legs out, and even the music, it just makes you lose all of your sound information. So whenever you come up to me or just say hi it's so-and-so, so I can know who it is. And most people talk to the person with me, not to me. I can still hear and talk.
I think people should interact with Abu as if she's their friend, because some people get nervous, they don't know how to talk to her, maybe because she's blind or because she's from another country, but overall she's a person like us all. She's a great person, in fact, and you'd be very lucky if you got to know her. So just befriend her and you'll learn so many new things.
Overall, I think true blindness isn't the absence of light, it's the absence of hope. Okay.
Thank you, Abu, for voicing your message. Students, make sure that you are mindful of the needs of your peers as you go through your day, for ignorance is true blindness. We now go to a short break.
By age 15, 33% of teens have had at least one drink. When you are drinking while underage, it affects you differently from when your body is fully matured. You do not know what to do at times, leading to risky situations, including violent and aggressive behavior. Research shows that if you drink while underage, then you have a higher chance of becoming an alcoholic in the future. Underage drinking can also cause you to lose focus more often. It could negatively affect your grades and your social life. If you have any questions, please come visit me in the main office.
Their phones. And a common way of doing that is through games. We'll go to reporter Maddie Stacy for some insight as what students and staff enjoy most.
This week we talked to students and teachers here at SHS to see what their favorite phone games of all time were. Let's see what they had to say.
My name is Kenneth.
My name is Justin.
Our favorite game is Balloon Tower Defense.
The reason why we love Balloon Tower Defense is because it's time consuming and it takes time to learn how to play the game. It is very fun because you can play with your friends and learn how to get medallions.
Hi, I'm Finley Jackson and I love to play Subway Surfers. It's just the thrill of running away from cops and jumping over trains and getting hit by trains. It's just so much fun.
My favorite mobile game was Madden Mobile. I played it when I was a freshman, and it's like Madden, but on the phone, so you just play football in the NFL league, and the goal was to get more points than the other team and win the game, and you could get different players and everything as in the form of cards, and it was really fun, and I liked it, so yeah.
My favorite game on my phone is Clash Royale. I used to play it when I was in middle school, and I just got it back again. The goal of the game is to beat your other. It's a 1v1. You're trying to take their towers before they take yours, and I like the game because you have to use a lot of strategy to win, and it's fun.
For Spartan News, I'm Maddie Stacy with Austin Shirley.
Thanks, Maddie. Check out those games on your next brain break, and as always, keep off your phones during class. And now for another short break. Stay tuned for our sports update and the Spartan Challenge.
This year, Veterans Day fell on Monday, November 11th. This day in history is used to celebrate all those who were brave enough to put their all into protecting our country. Whether you have a veteran in your life or not, make sure you let them know how much you appreciate them. Just a simple thank you can go a long way. And remember to keep those veterans who have passed in your thoughts as well. Happy Veterans Day, Spartans.
Hello, I'm Gretchen Strathman and welcome Spartan Sports with Stu. Today we will cover football playoffs and soccer season review. Attention all track runners, open track has started back up for you to get in shape and ready for the spring season. It is every Tuesday and Thursday after school until 4:30. Last Saturday, our varsity football team played the Montini Broncos here at Sycamore High School for the second round of the IHSA playoffs. For the first time in 7 years, yes, 7 years, they beat the Broncos in overtime with a game-winning field goal from Grant McConkey. The score of the defensive battle was 16-13. Last week, William Stewart got to sit down with the boys varsity soccer coach, Mr. Bakhta, to get an interview about the boys soccer season. In review, let's see what Bakhta had to say about their season.
What is your reaction to the result of the season so far?
Well, it's good. You know, we ended up kind of one of our goals at the beginning of the season was to win regionals, which we hadn't done in a while as a program. And so because we were able to win regionals, they had a nice run there at the end. I think the kids, the players, met their goal. Obviously, you always want to play as long as you can.
Right.
But you know, we ran into a really good Bennett team who's still in the playoffs. They're in the Final Four, and so I think we were happy with the result. I thought we played well against Bennett. So yeah, it was a nice end to the season.
Well, obviously, you guys had a great season, but was there anyone that exceeded your expectations for him? Your most improved player?
Yeah, you know, I probably could put that as a number of people. Probably the one that stands out, and I think most of the players would agree with this, is probably Julio Milan. We really weren't sure at the beginning of the season where he would fit in, and I think Julio just was one of our most consistent players. Not a lot of highs, not a lot of lows. Understood the system because we had him playing in a couple of different spots throughout the year, and did really well with that. And there were a few others as well. We've got a younger group coming up that'll be really good, and some of those guys stepped up as well.
And then next season, who are you expecting to step up, staying on the player subject?
Sure. You know, it's a good group of, we'll have, again, probably up to 5 or 6 seniors, which will help. And then we had a really good sophomore group this year as well, which will be juniors next year. So some of those sophomores, obviously, will have to step up a little bit. Probably, you know, Jules Bradenbach will get a lot more playing time there as well. Julio had a great season, but also Alec Garcia, Caden, Carl had a nice season as well until he got hurt. So a lot of those type of guys, we're looking forward to come and have nice seasons, as well as Miles and Oleg will also be back in the mix somewhere.
That's all the sporting news we've got for you today. See you next time on the Spartan Sports with Stu, the only place where you can get top of the line coverage of SHS sports.
It's time for the Spartan Challenge!
This week on the Spartan Challenge, we have students guessing theme songs that we all grew up watching and loving. Disney Channel theme songs. Let's see how well our Spartans do.
I'm Kylie Ryder, I'm a junior, and my favorite Disney Channel show is Hannah Montana.
I'm Trey Decker, I'm a sophomore, and my favorite Disney show is Gravity Falls.
Hi, I'm Torrance Sharp, I'm a senior, and my favorite Disney show growing up was The Sweet Life on Deck.
Hi, I'm Trenton Evenson. I am a freshman, and my favorite Disney Channel show was probably nothing, because I'm on a cultured swine.
Where do I know this?
Is this Shake It Up?
No.
Okay.
Was it Waverly Place?
Oh, I know it. It's versus a Waverly Place.
Yes, I knew it was gonna be on here.
Sun with a Chance.
Oh, is this like Sunny with a Chance or something? Wait, is that Sunny? Yes!
Oh, I've heard this.
Corey in the House? Yes!
Where do I know this? Oh, Corey in the House.
I love that one. That's my favorite one. All right, we got one.
Oh, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
I'm just gonna guess that.
Not to be confused with The Sweet Life on Deck. Different theme song.
I've watched 2 episodes.
That was the easiest one.
Yeah.
Kim Possible.
Kim Possible.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it. I was like,
I haven't even watched the show and I know.
that was on Disney Channel?
Yeah.
Shoot, I didn't know.
Oh my god.
Well, then upper class.
What? Huh?
Did you know any of those?
I've heard them, but I couldn't remember.
I'm the winner.
Congrats to Kylie and Torrance, and thanks to the magical world of Disney. That's all we have for this week, Spartans. I'm Christy.
And I'm Jeff. Have a great rest of the week, Psycho High.